I don't pray soft, I pray with fists, with a ballroom cross and a bloodshot list. Every swing I take is a holy psalm in a world too loud for a voice so calm. My choir's the crowd and the broken glass. I confess my sins to the girl who passed, taught me how to bruise without regret. Now every hit's a vow I won't forget. It's a whiskey knuckle prayer in a dive where angels don't dare. My gospel bleeds from the jaw with a rhythm that breaks the law. Tatted scriptures on my ribs don't fade, and my rosary chains a rusted blade. I kneel to beats in a baseline pew and preach my wrath through a mic or two. Ain't no priest where I speak my truth, just bikers, burners, and wasted youth. I howl like wolves in the neon rain till the world repents or goes insane. It's a whiskey knuckle prayer in a dive where angels don't dare. My gospel bleeds from the jaw with a rhythm that breaks the law. Broken hallelujahs in a southern storm, and I swear by every bruise I'm reborn. It's a whiskey knuckle prayer in a dive where angels don't dare. My gospel bleeds from the jaw with a rhythm that breaks the law. We carved our names in the rail yard wall, stole smokes from your uncle's shed, built a bond with busted knuckles, swore nothing would break what we said. Rode bikes like they were battle steeds, paintball wars in Sunday black. You dared me to jump that creek one night, I made it, you just turned your back. No tagbacks when you give your word. Oaths don't die just cause they're unheard. Shook my hand like give me more. Now I'm the only one keeping score. We used to laugh at the straight-laced types, now you dress like one and smile. Shook hands with suits, forgot the field where we swore blood over barbed wire. You text me once when your deal went south, like I'm still your fallback flame. But brotherhood don't work that way. You lit the bridge, now choke on the name. No tagbacks when you give your word. Oaths don't die just cause they're unheard. You shook my hand like give me more. Now I'm the only one keeping score. Truth don't fade when the jackets turn. So keep your seat at their clean tables. I be drinking with the real and able. No tagbacks when you give your word. Oaths don't die just cause they're unheard. You shook my hand like give me more. Now I'm the only one keeping score. My granddad's boots still stomp this ground, with stories stitched into every sound. He told me, boy, don't trust no crown, 'cause kings fall fast when the flood comes down. We carved our names in the pine tree bark and lit our hope with a trail of spark. I ain't got gold, just grit and proof that I bleed the land and I speak the truth. It's a muddy blood oath, deep and loud, pass through fists, not set out proud. You don't break it, you bear it right, through busted knuckles and outlaw nights. Left a note on a camo pack, said this kind of love don't bring me back. So I hit the gas with a rebel sneer and wiped off pain with a bottle of beer. My past ride shotgun, bold and scarred, whispering sins like a prison yard. But I never begged, I never cried, just wrapped my oath and let it ride. It's a muddy blood oath, deep and loud, pass through fists, not set out proud. Don't break it, you bear it right, through busted knuckles and outlaw nights. Truth ain't soft, it breaks your bones and sings like thunder through sticks and stones. It's a muddy blood oath, deep and loud, pass through fists, not set out proud. You don't break it, you bear it right, through busted knuckles and outlaw nights. The sheriff tips his hat like he forgot. I taught his brother how to fight back then. My boots still carry blood from back roads. Not all of it was earned, most of it was meant. Church bells ring like they got answers, but I hear lies in every chime. I buried friends and dug up rumors. Ain't been innocent a long damn time. Ain't no saints around here, just sinners that got slick. Some wear suits and speak in tongues, some pull knives quick. They judge me through their rear view stairs, but ain't no saints around here. Used to run with a crew that burned hotter than bourbon caught in a backseat spark. Tires bald, futures black, our promises all written in the smoke after dark. Then came cuffs, came caskets, came silence. All the ones who stayed got real slow. Me, I kept driving through the static, didn't wave, just let it go. Ain't no saints around here, just sinners that got slick. Some wear suits and speak in tongues, some pull knives quick. They judge me through their rear view stairs, but ain't no saints around here. You clean First fight earned me a busted lip. Second one bought me respect and pain. Preacher came through with plastic smiles. I just stared out at the bloodstained drain. Taught myself to sharpen silence. Kept my words where the blade should go. Some men pray, some men plan. I did both in the yard's red glow. Barbed wire gospel inked on my skin. Every scar's a sermon, every sin my kin. Ain't no choir in this kind of hymn, but the truth don't break, it bends and bends. Heard my name through a guard's soft laugh, like I never walked past gate of grief. But gates swing and clocks don't care about what you lose or what you keep. Letters came and stopped and faded, faces blurred and stories rotted, but the steel stayed steady, the air stayed mean, and my past just watched unknotted. Barbed wire gospel inked on my skin. Every scar's a sermon, every sin my kin. Ain't no choir in this kind of hymn, but the truth don't break, it bends and bends. Freedom sharp when it cuts too late, but time can't steal what pain creates. Barbed wire gospel inked on my skin. Every scar's a sermon, every sin my kin. Ain't no choir in this kind of hymn, but the truth don't break, it bends and bends. Mama cried when the sky turned black. Said don't trust, comet always lies. Daddy vanished with the rising creek, left a scar that still electrifies. I learned to walk where the fences fail, where thunder's louder than men's intent. Build my spine from twisted roots and move like winds that won't relent. I was born of the storm, not made for peace. Lightning, blood, and a mouth like grease. I don't sit still when the sky turns blue. I ride with clouds split in two. Neighbors prayed for sunny days. I found truth in a shingles flight. Grew up chasing siren lullabies and talking back to bolts of white. Some run for basements when it shakes. I lean into the shaking earth, 'cause the noise outside matches me, and silence only ever heard. I was born of the storm, not made for peace. Lightning, blood, and a mouth like grease. I don't sit still when the sky turns blue. I ride with clouds split in two. Don't calm me down, don't drive my flame. This wind's my kin, this held my name. I was born of the storm, not made for peace. Lightning, blood, and a mouth like grease. I don't sit still when the sky turns blue. I ride with clouds that split in two. Barbed shadows cross the concrete like they got memories too. The preacher they send on Sundays smells like the outside world. Last night both told a joke so loud it echoed off the razor wire. Didn't laugh, just nodded, cause truth hides in stupid things. The wind gets in here but it never brings news, just dust, cigarette smoke, and the sound of far off dogs. One guy prays to his mom, another to silence me. I hum old Merle and stare at the fences. Chainlink Choir singing low and rough, voices crack from years too tough. Steel don't bend but a man might sway when the gates don't open and the time don't pay. Last week wasn't mine till it was. Didn't throw the first, but I sure threw the last. They say I got a problem with respect. I say I just don't give it to the wrong damn badge. My name's still carved on a stall in Baton Rouge. Might be all I leave behind, and that'll do. Been an uncle to a nephew I ain't met, but I sent them letters in the shape of regret. Chainlink Choir singing low and rough, voices crack from years too tough. Steel don't bend but a man might sway when the gates don't open and the time don't pay. Ain't no key for the kind of stuck I am, but I still whistle like I got a plan. This ain't church, but it sure feels close. We trade sins like smokes and shoulder to ghost. Chainlink Choir singing low and rough, voices crack from years too tough. Steel don't bend, but a man might sway when the gates don't open and the time don't pay. Mama sang gospel while daddy rolled dice. Moonshine mornings, hellhound advice. Pine box dreams in a patched up coat. I wrote my truth on a suicide note. Now I ride through fields where the snakes still hum to a beat in my blood like a war drum. The devil don't knock when the porch lights dim. He rides shotgun and I ride with him. It's a CopperHead lullaby, soft and mean. Whispers in the dark where I keep my lean. Can't pray away what's buried in me, so I sing to the snakes in a minor key. For a back road soul, I was born where the river swallows whole. Scarlet women and cigarette ash, counting angels in a stolen stash, raised by static and FM lies. Underneath those trailer park skies, got no halo, but I wear my sin like a leather coat with the lining thin. It's a copperhead lullaby, soft and mean, whispers in the dark where I keep my lean. Can't pray away what's buried in me, so I sing to the snakes in a minor key. In rhythm, faith out of tune, humming that poison under a full moon. It's a copperhead lullaby, soft and mean, whispers in the dark where I keep my lean. Can't pray away what's buried in me, so I sing to the snakes in a minor key. She wears perfume that smells like wood smoke, cusses out the sheriff, prays for his kids. Kept a blade in her boot since high school, in a pie recipe folded in a glove box. She once knocked a man out with her elbow, then fed him breakfast when he came to. Said love ain't soft, just steady and mean, like a dog that only bites when told. She's cornbread and brass knuckles, sugar and flame. Ain't no taming, just learning her name. Taught me more than any preacher ever could. Like how bad can be better if it's bad for good. She don't dance unless it's on a dare. Don't cry unless she breaks a dish. Drive a Chevy with 3 cracked windows, plays pass and Klein while loading shells. Her mama left and her daddy drank, but she built a life out of stubborn and steel. When she laughs, it's the sound of freedom. When she's mad, you better already be running. She's cornbread and brass knuckles, sugar and flame. Ain't no taming, just learning her name. Taught me more than any preacher ever could. Like how bad can be better if it's bad for good. If I go down, she'll light the fuse. Say a prayer, then lace her boots. She's mercy and mayhem in the same breath, and the only reason I ain't met death. She's cornbread and brass knuckles, sugar and flame. Ain't no taming, just learning her name. Taught me more than any preacher ever could. Like how bad can be better if it's bad for good. I wear a real tree like a second skin, not 'cause I'm hunting, just need to disappear. Sit quiet while the sky bleeds orange, counting crows like they count sins. They land near but never close, black eyes like they sing too much. Coffee's cold by the second verse, but I still sip it like I deserve the burn. Crow calls and camouflage, hiding painted shotgun fog. No deer today, just go sidetrack with a come back. Wait with eggs and radio songs, now it's silence and the scrape of boots. I told her the woods were calling again, but really I just couldn't bear the truth. I ain't mad, just unfinished, like a trail that fades in the rock. I shoot cans now instead of lies, and reload just to hear the sound. Crow calls and camouflage, hiding pain in shotgun fog. No deer today, just go sidetracked, with a heart too loud to ever come back. Without leaving, just blend in the bark and breathing. If she ever calls, I'll lie soft, say the crows ain't speaking much at all. Crow calls and camouflage, hiding pain in shotgun fog. No deer today, just go sidetrack, with a heart too loud to ever come back. Found him in a rusted truck, no plates, no map. One boot slumped, the other faced the trail. No blood, just time, like the world forgot him. I took him cause I needed something that felt earned. They don't fit right, heels drag in the dust, but they move better than my bare regrets. Laces torn like someone ran too hard or tried to stay when it was time to leave. These dead man's laces don't tie too tight, but they carry me through the coldest night. Ain't my path, but I walk it still, following ghosts with an iron wheel. But nobody knew his name. Some said he talked to fences and barbed wire. Some said nothing, just shook their heads, like talking might invite him back. Now I feel him when I cross train tracks, or when the wind cuts hard through the pines. A silence that don't ask for answers, just a step, then another, then a kind of peace. These dead man's laces don't tie too tight, but they carry me through the coldest night. Ain't my path, but I walk it still, following ghosts with an iron wheel. If I ever meet the road he meant to ride, I'll leave him there, boots side by side, with a match, a prayer, and a nod to the dark, and feet that learn the wrong kind of start. These dead man's laces don't tie too tight, but they carry me through the coldest night. Ain't my path, but I walk it still, following ghosts with an iron wheel. I made a promise on a pine box lid. No preacher heard, just dirt and wind. He said if they come, don't let it slide. Now I keep steel tucked by my side. Ain't justice, this is dead. Paid in years and cigarettes. I didn't ask to wear this weight, but you don't unmake a vow that late. A dead man's oath don't fade or fold. It stays hot when the trail runs cold. Ain't about right, just what you swore. And if it knocks, you answer the door. I got names etched in the dash, faces blurred in broken glass. Tried to run but the road curved back, right to the place where the blood ran black. A man don't sleep when the job ain't done, just stares at the sky and waits for sun. They think it's madness, maybe pride, but I see honor where most hide. A dead man's oath don't fade or fold. It stays hot when the trail runs cold. Ain't about right, just what you swore. And if it knocks, you answer the door. No, it was fair, not for glory, just a square. One last ride, one last breath, a promise held past even death. A dead man's oath don't fade or fold. It stays hot when the trail runs cold. Ain't about right, just what you swore. And if it knocks, you answer the door.
Machine grease, left prayers on carburetors, not pews. Dad ran lows from state to state, said the road gives more truth than schools. I learned to cuss in the back of a garage, turn wrenches before I tied shoes. I ain't got diplomas, but I got torque and a fire that don't take fuel to move. I got diesel blood running deep, built to climb and never sleep. Rust and rhythm in my veins, born to ride through wind and rain. Mama cried when I skipped out prom to haul parts down to Birmingham. But when that check cleared on Monday night, she kissed my cheek and understood the plan. Some folks chase dreams in marble halls, I chase them down dirty county road. My anthem's loud, my gospel grinds like steel on steel when the brake line groans. Got diesel blood running deep, built to climb and never sleep. Rust and rhythm in my veins, born to ride through wind and rain. We don't retire, we fade and flame with busted hands and honored names. So when I stall, just roll me home and let my spirit turn to chrome. Got diesel blood running deep, built to climb and never sleep. Rust and rhythm in my veins, born to ride through wind and rain.
Met her near the pumps off county line. Red Gatorade and a pack of time. She laughed when my card got declined. Paid for my smokes like it was a sign. Wore flannel like it cost a lot, but I knew that patch was from the shop. Told me love don't need champagne, just good jokes and no restraint. Gas station Valentine, bless this mess. Flawed as hell, but I'll confess I'd trade a mansion for her front seat and a life of rough that feels this sweet. She don't care about Hallmark days, writes her name on fogged up panes, brings me coffee in a mason jar, hums 2 old tunes in my beat up car. She knows I ain't a future plan, just a now man with calloused hands. Still she calls me home some nights, even when we're under truck stoplight. Gas station Valentine, bless this mess. Flawed as hell, but I'll confess I'd trade a mansion for her front seat and a life of rough that feels this sweet. We ain't got much, but we got tunes. Rusty love that house that moons. And if the world says this ain't right, we'll flip it off and drive all night. Gas station Valentine, bless this mess. Flawed as hell, but I'll confess I'd trade a mansion for her front seat and a life of rough that feels this sweet.
Caleb lit that match with his teeth, torched the barn for him dead unpaid. Micah grinned with blood on his boot, said freedom's just a blade away. We built our brotherhood in wreckage, spoken fists when words fell fate. Whiskey breath, black powder prayers. The law came late, we never stayed. I still feel gold. Cody carved a cross on his chest, claimed he'd found a path through pain. I saw him last through a chain link fence, his silence louder than a train. Jake went out in a pawn shop fight, cheap 38 and a borrowed name. Me, I stayed on back roads bending, unchanged but never quite the same. I still feel good. I still feel ghosts that ride beside me in rearview smoke. till my knuckles split. Wore wheel marks like wedding bands. Never raised a fist to flex, only swung when the line demands. Taught respect with no raised voice, just a hush before I stood. Didn't grow up on golden rules, just rust, rope, splintered wood. These hands don't miss, they don't explain. Built to carry, crack, and strain. Ain't full of rage, just wide and tight. They do what's needed when it's fight or flight. Had a boss once call me trouble till I fixed what 3 men failed. Didn't smile when the sparks lit up, just knotted boots nailed the rail. Met a man once pushed too far, tried to test what I don't show. Now he limps with a slower song, and I keep walking same and low. These hands don't miss, they don't explain. Built to carry, crack, and strain. Ain't full of rage, just wide tight. They do what's needed when it's fight or flight. I don't throw first, I weigh the cost, but I don't blink when lines get crossed. These hands don't miss, they don't explain. Built to carry, crack, and strain. Ain't full of rage, just wide tight. They do what's needed when it's fight or flight. Built a shack from tin to dawn, just beyond where the map forgets. Hung a lantern made of bourbon glass, where no one comes and no one regrets. Got a fire, a knife, a hound that limps, and a radio that only hisses. The quiet here don't beg for answers, it just holds you like forgiveness. I found my name in the hollow of the pines, where the world don't whisper and nobody minds. No backstab handshakes, no teeth in a grin, just the rules, stabbing wind. Left the town that wore shame like Sunday. Preacher prayed while the mayor lied. Put my past in a steel drum blazing, watch the smoke choke out my pride. I still hear gunshots in my breathing, old dad's echo and snapping twigs. But I don't flinch, I just keep living in a place too wild for wigs. I found my name in the hollow of the pines, where the world don't whisper and nobody minds. No backstab handshakes, no teeth in a grin, just a rust, the rules, sand the thick skin. Ain't running, I just slow my pace. Traded noise for solid space. I found my name in the hollow of the pines, where the world don't whisper and nobody minds. No backstab handshakes, no teeth in a grin, just a rust, the roots, and the thick. Used to beg under bar light shadows, now I deal from the side to stand.
saint with a smoke ring halo, just a man with cut-up hands. Whiskey taught what school forgot, and fire raised me better than fear. Never waited on some skybound answer, I built my own gospel here. There's no prayer in my holster, no hymn in my boot, just rounds of truth and a stare that'll shoot. I don't kneel when the thunder rolls near, I just grit my teeth and disappear. Still flinches when I pass. I don't preach, but I know scripture and the sound of shattered glass. Some men lie in linen suits, I'd rather wear my sins in dust, 'cause clean don't mean you're honest, and blood's the only bond I trust. There's no prayer in my holster, no hymn in my boot, just rounds of truth. Disappear. If you need saving, don't call me son. But if you're burning, I might bring the sun. There's no prayer in my holster, she walked in with mascara loaded, like she had shot a mirror before. Left a ring on the counter sweating, and a name she never wore. Keys don't click, hear the drag doors creak like they remember pain. The manager stopped giving receipts, just nods and wipes the window pane. Room 9, vacancy, always wait.
vacancy always waits, where sins get folded in pillowcase fates. You don't sleep, you simmer, you stew, you starve, and no one asks what broke your fall.
Longhorn sticker on the bumper hanging loose, backseat reeking like a bomb of booze. Dice in the mirror, Bible in a dash, full ball tires in a trunk of cash. Chain smoked hope and a broke tail light, popping willies on the edge of night. This ride ain't much, but it holds my soul, and it screams like hell when I lose control. That rust, rattle, Cadillac, rolling thunder, can't look back. Every dent's a part of me, ride or die in misery. Ride or die in misery. Speakers blown, but the bass still bumps. Cursed by preachers, blessed by punks. Shaded deals and motel sins, with a devil in the glove box grinning again. Vinyl seats with barbed wire seams, grit and grease built my daydreams. Gas gauge broke, but I still go far, following smoke trails and old crow stars. That rust, rattle, Cadillac, rolling thunder, can't look back. Every dent's a part of me, ride or die in misery. Ride or die in misery. Ain't got fame or a golden hand, but I own this wreck, and I understand. That rust, rattle, Cadillac, rolling thunder, can't look back. Evidence a part of me, ride or die in misery. Ride or die in misery.
Smoke menthols like the hell seekers. Had a switchblade tongue and wireframe eyes. Broke a bottle once just to make a point, then kissed the cup like it was a prize. Her boots had bullets in the soles. Ain't never walked, she stormed through towns. Taught me silence in the loudest ways, then vanished when the law came down. She was gasoline, lit before you struck the match. A daring dinner, danger in a dance. I chased her through smoking red, taillight gleam. She was never mine, she was gasoline. We shared motel rooms like alibis. Her laugh a fuse on a rusted fuse box. Stole a hearse once just for the thrill. Parked it by the courthouse, left it unlocked. She said, hell ain't hot, it's just honest. Then burned the map and kissed my cheek. I should've left, but I held tighter to the flame that never learned to speak. She was gasoline,
gasoline. She was gasoline. Lit before you struck the match. A daring denim. Danger in a dance. I chased her through smoking red taillight gleam. She lit a Marlboro off the dashboard flame. Said rules were things she learned to fade. Leans like sin against a jukebox hum, and walks like she don't leave a way. Heard she once broke a bouncer's jaw for asking what wasn't his to know. Her kisses taste like 4th of July and leave a scorch line down your soul. You don't chase the smoke off her boots. She don't come back. She just uproots. She's the kind that leaves man half numb and wondering where the hell she came from. I met her on a Tuesday, slick with heat. She talked like thunder, slow and dry. Told me love was a loaded word, and most folks just forget to lie. We danced until the lights gave out. Then she vanished like she'd never been. But my hands still smell like diesel lantern every time I sin again. You don't chase the smoke off her boots. She don't come back. She just uproots. She's the kind that leaves a man half numb and wondering where the hell she came from. She ain't evil, just forged to me, for the world to hold without gasoline. You don't chase the smoke off her boots. She don't come back. She just uproots. She's the kind that leaves a man half numb and wondering where the hell she came from. Pipe still high from the last long run. Ash in my teeth and I'm missing the sun. Left her crying in the rear view smoke with nothing but lies and a whiskey joke. Tattoo bleed and a busted chain. No umbrella, just driving through pain. I trust the silence more than a vow. I was born to vanish, not settle down. I'm colder than my chrome, burning tracks when I ride alone. No rear view mercy, no goodbye tone. Heart like metal, soul like stone. Junkyard dreams and a ditch bank bed. My story gets louder the more it's unsaid. Dirt road courtrooms and preachers' threats. I paid my dues and I ain't done yet. Driving through counties I never recall. Spit out the guilt like a wrecking ball. Gasoline gospel in my cracked jaw tone. Baptize myself in a cyclone. I'm colder than
rims on with a darker past, and I never hit the brakes too fast. I'm colder than my chrome, burning tracks when I ride alone. No rearview mercy, no goodbye tone. Heart like metal, soul like stone. My voice got gravel from the smoke and the fights, from crying out wrongs on Saturday nights. It ain't clean, but it sure rings true, like a busted string on a six-pack blues. I don't sing for the saints, I pose for light. I howl for the broke boys gripping tight to the last good chord or the last lost love, with a flask in hand and no push to shove. This is gravel voice gospel, sharp and real, where the wound don't close but the song can heal. We don't fake grace, we grind it raw in every note and every flaw. I came from mud and motor grease, where prayers get tossed with no release. And if I ever found peace, it's in the pain of a soul that's danced in redneck rain. My truth ain't shiny, but it fits like skin. I spit it clean where the dark begins. My lyrics leak like gas on fire and blaze up hearts that never tire. This is gravel voice gospel, sharp and real, where the wound don't close but the song can heal. We don't fake grace, we grind it raw in every note and every flaw. Bend, we break, then stomp the chord, and raise our fists to the holy ignored. This is gravel voice gospel, sharp and real, where the wound don't close but the song can heal. We don't fake grace, we grind it raw in every note and every flaw. My pulpit's a porch and my Bible's bruised. Got a past full of fights and a voice well used. This ain't no sermon for the high-class seat, just hard truths echoed on a backbeat. I've been low, real low, floorboard prayers while the law knocked twice and nobody cared. My gospel spills from a pawn shop chain, and my blessings roll with the midnight train. This trailer park testimony ain't clean, but it's real and holy. I don't preach, I testify with a muddy soul and a battle cry. This trailer park testimony ain't clean, but it's real and holy. I don't preach, I testify with a muddy soul and a battle cry. Mama lit candles, I lit a fuse to slips away.
This trailer park testimony ain't clean, but it's real and holy. I don't preach, I testify with a muddy soul and a battle cry. This trailer park testimony ain't clean, but it's real and holy. I don't preach, I testify with a muddy soul and a battle cry. We're the choir that whiskey raised, still praising through our rebel phase. This trailer park testimony ain't clean, but it's real and holy. I don't preach, I testify with a muddy soul and a battle cry.
Driver's side got a bullet dent from a night I ain't proud to name. Floorboard smell like gasoline and busted knuckles soaked in blame. Bench seat tore from fights and floods, still holds heat like a dying flame. It ain't clean, it sure ain't new, but it don't flinch and it don't shame. This truck don't care what I've done or where. I ain't asking questions when I disappear. It just rolls on like a dog that knows some things hurt less when you don't show. Rear view crack from a barroom boot, radio stuck on static growl. Keys jingle like chains off my belt, every dent another vow. Tailgate don't latch, but the bed still hauls moonshine crates and stolen time. Paint flakes like a memory lost, but that engine don't quit, don't whine. This truck don't care what I've done or where. I ain't asking questions when I disappear. It just rolls on like a dog that knows some things hurt less when you don't show. Ain't chrome, ain't fast, ain't loud on cue, but it's taking more hits than I ever knew. This truck don't care what I've done or where. I ain't asking questions when I disappear. It just rolls on like a dog that knows some things hurt less when you don't show. Boot heel busted, stitched it twice, fence seat splinters in my paws. Used to fight for what I couldn't name, now I just hold on to calm. Whiskey don't burn like it should, guess the fire's fading slow, but I still
still spit when I say goodbye, and not when the good ones go. I'm worn down, but still here, like a song you hum when the road gets clear. I don't shine, I just stay, like rust that never flakes away. Used to race that rising sun, thought I'd outrun what I'd done. Now I just rock slow with the breeze and count regrets one by one. Ain't no shame in getting quiet, ain't no peace without the fight. I ain't proud of all I've done, but I'm proud I made it right. I'm worn down, but still here, like a song you hum when the road gets clear. I don't shine, I just stay, like rust that never flakes away. Some men leave, some men last. I've just been slow and outlive the past. I'm worn